What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9, Episode 6 review. But before we get into my review, I got some behind the scenes tea for you all. So get out your cups, honey, and let's take a sip. So, last week we talked about Phaedra and Apollo's divorce. So, last week I told you all that reports came out that Phaedra was lying about the divorce, that she hadn't really filed petition. Apollo then filed his own petition. It was this whole big ass melee. Well, we come to find out that Phaedra wasn't lying. So, the tea is, court documents unsealed Monday back up Phaedra's original claim. She's been officially single since July. According to the docs, Apollo was served in March while behind bars and even asked the court for time to respond, which he was granted. Still, 4 months went by and he went radio silent. So the judge went ahead and signed off on the divorce without Apollo's signature. The docs also include a parenting plan. Phaedra gets physical custody of their 2 kids while Apollo finishes his 8-year bid. When he's out, he'll get visitation, but she gets final say over any parenting disagreements. Apollo denied knowing anything about the divorce and even went so far as to file his own petition last week. Then more tea was spilled later on in the week that says Apollo is calling BS on Phaedra's divorce filing due to the fact she spelled her name completely wrong on the documents. So, according to TMZ, Apollo points out his ex's legal name is Phaedra Parks Nida, N-I-D-A. But in her divorce documents, it's spelled Nita, N-I-T-A. Girl, how you spelling your last name wrong? Okay, Phaedra. More trickery you up to, girl? He's now filed a motion to vacate her divorce, but not only due to the typos in the motion obtained by TMZ. Apollo says the Real Housewives of Atlanta star took advantage of the fact he's in prison. He says there was a filing hearing in July, but he was never notified of it, and therefore the divorce should be thrown out. Girl, I ain't got time to play with Phaedra and Apollo and these fucking after school, bold and a beautiful ass antics they up to. Ain't nobody got time for this bullshit. So I have a picture of Apollo and his new chick that I told y'all about. They took a good old cute prison photo together. Check out the picture. Child, that's a big old Bobby Shmurda ghetto mess. But girl, to each his own. So, enough of the Apollo and Phaedra tea. Let's move on to Kandi. So, Block's ex-wife is going on the motherfucking blogs, radio rounds. So this is what she had to say when she did a radio interview here recently. She says Kandi definitely knew what was going on with the situation. She exclusively told Radar. It's sad that he's not part of Riley's life, but he was in a relationship with 4 other women at the time. Okay. She was a side chick. It was expected. The ex who was with Spencer for 25 years claims Kandi was the one who broke the baby news to her. Spencer's former wife also revealed how Kandi's relationship with Spencer lasted 3 months. Despite the drama, the women tried to have a relationship for the sake of the children. She's been to my house, she said. I tried to help her with the situation and invite them over. We tried to establish a relationship with the younger kids, but being uninvolved in his daughter's life may not be the worst thing. As Radar reported, Spencer was charged with 2 counts of family violence battery on March 6, 2005 when he allegedly, unlawfully, and intentionally caused visible body harm to his wife at the time. He was charged with 4 counts of cruelty to children when their 4 kids under the age of 18 witnessed the alleged battery. Spencer accepted a plea for 1 count of cruelty in the 3rd degree to children that included 12 months probation and a $500 fine. Girl, that's some straight up bullshit, girl. So now y'all know the tea on Block, Kandi, his ex-wife, Phaedra, and Apollo. Now let's get into tonight's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we start off this episode with Phaedra teetering her fat ass off the fucking elevator going into her office. She could barely walk in them stilettos, honey. The paparazzi is there. This a whole big ass award show, red carpet. I was like, girl, what the fuck is going on? This ain't the Oscars. So some 90s rapper by the name of Drama who was represented by Phaedra, had some bomb-ass music that he wanted to drop off to her, but he went to the wrong law office. And so the law office that he went to was ran by quote unquote white folks, I guess. And they were threatened by the black disheveled crackhead looking man that said he had some bomb music and called the police and said it was a bomb threat. Now, see, this is where the foolery comes into it, because we see flashbacks to this drama guy going to Phaedra's office. We see two separate occasions where he meets with her at her office to discuss business. So how all of a sudden now does he not know where her office is at? She says that he was basically a little disheveled off his rockers when he went to the lawyer's office. Something about this whole thing just sounds fishy. I feel like Phaedra was in on this whole bomb threat, and she did this for publicity for herself, the law practices, her whole Black Lives Matter movement that she's trying to push forward after that bullshit she did last year with that Glenn situation that I went off on. She got Homeland Security, the FBI, the Nation of Islam all there to protect her. And I'm like, girl, it is not that fucking serious. If you're saying that he didn't do anything and that it was all a big misunderstanding, then why do you have all these people involved? Something about this just ain't right. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know. So I just feel like she's doing damage control because she made herself look like an idiot last season with the whole Black Lives Matter movement and everything. So I don't know. Let me know if you all think that Phaedra was in on this bomb scare, because the whole thing just sounds fishy. So Cynthia goes over to Kenya's house to see her. Her house is almost finished and it looks spectacular now. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Kenya brings out the cake that they created at the little cake place for Matt's birthday. Cynthia is confused as to why he hasn't eaten his cake yet. Kenya tells her all about how he ran off to California to see his sister after they got into an argument or whatever. He didn't come back and she hasn't spoken to him since he left. Cynthia tells her that she needs a strong man and needs to reevaluate their relationship because it's just way too much drama, way too much abuse and violence going on. And Kenya's sitting there like all other battered women that are in fucked up ass relationships, like, I know, but all in the back of her head, like, I can't wait for him to call me. Kenya asks Cynthia if she's talked to Peter about going on the Wendy Williams show. Cynthia feels betrayed and that the divorce may be getting ugly. Kenya knows she isn't a perfect woman, but that she still wants to have a successful relationship, and she just starts to cry and she wonders, will she ever have it all? I really just feel like Kenya is in a place in her life. She's 45 years old. She's never been married. She doesn't have children. She doesn't have a family for real, for real. Her mother's not in her life, and I feel like she's at the place in her life where she's just grasping for straws, trying to have a relationship on camera to make us, the viewers, see like, see, I can't have a relationship, I can be loved, when she needs to learn how to love herself before any man will treat her the way that she wants them to treat her. She shouldn't just be so desperate to try to prove that she's lovable when Matt is not the man for her on no type of level, but we'll get into that later on. Todd is amped up about the restaurant. It's coming together slowly, but Candy still isn't pleased with how it's looking with everything. The place has to be done in 45 days to get their liquor license. Candy wants to set up a whole tasting for the girls so they can eat the food because they've been asking her how the food will taste and everything. But Portia Mama is giving us vintage vagina realness, honey. Mama's giving us thick Tina Knowles, honey. She was giving us some grits and yams, bitch. Mama is pushing it. So Lauren comes over to help Portia with moving because she has to be out of her house in 45 days. She says, I mean, what's 45 days? Isn't it like 3 weeks? I can't with Portia. Nobody can be that fucking dumb. So Portia wants a bigger house to have a family. Me, her sister, her mama, everybody else in the world is like, with who? Who's the pappy? And she tells them about that dude Todd Stewart that she's dating. Well, the tea on Todd is he don't even take care of his damn kids. His teenagers and came out and said he's a shitty ass father, a deadbeat ass daddy. So girl, you need to do your picking and choosing a little bit better. She's going on and on about how his last name Stewart. Now I'm like, you about first you married a gay Stewart, now you married a deadbeat Stewart. Girl, Your picker is off. So Mama Joyce goes to the lawyer, Mr. Kessler's office, who everybody in Atlanta goes to see, dressed like Inspector Gadget Honey, to get the tea on Phaedra's divorce. She wants to know how long Phaedra has to wait to get a divorce since her husband is in jail. She says she knows Phaedra is out to get her daughter, so she's out to get her first, and that she wouldn't piss in her mouth if her guts was on fire. Girl, too much salsa. The lawyer says you don't have to wait because the spouse is in jail. You could do it as easily as you could if you were a free person. Then we switch to Phaedra telling her mom how the visit went with Apollo and he's doing great, that she wants to get this whole divorce thing wrapped up. She explains in her green screen that Apollo wanted the divorce initially. She then filed for the divorce. He changed his mind and refused to cooperate, and now he's coming back around to the whole thing. Mama Joyce is tired of Phaedra getting away with her lies. We're tired of Phaedra getting away with her lies. We don't really know what's the truth, what's a lie with her. It's just all a big ass conundrum. Kenya is fresh faced with no makeup on, and she misses Matt and says that he's still in LA. She still has to talk to him. She wants him to come back to the ATL so they can sit down and discuss what's going on in their relationship one-on-one. Candy is at the spot where they're going to have the tasting with all the girls. Her mom and aunt show up first. Mama Joyce can't wait to tell Phaedra about the information that the lawyer told her. I'm like, this woman is just so fucking messy. God damn. They then bring up the whole bomb scare with Phaedra, and Candy says that she's kind of perplexed by this whole thing because she even met with the drama guy and he spoke nothing but highly of Phaedra, so she's confused by this whole bomb scare threat thing too. Kenya and Sheree then show up, and it's still very tense between them. The food looks great. Like, I want to go to the LG gang or whatever, LBT community, whatever the fuck it is, and go eat honey. Sheree compliments Mama Joyce on her look, then says, you know, me and Kenya kind of have words, and she compared my hairstyle to yours, saying it looked like an old Mama Joyce wig. And I'm like, girl, why is you bringing this shit up? But I'm happy that Sheree came back, but I don't like the fact that Sheree came back to just be the shit starter, to get the shit popping off. Like, that's not how she was when she was on this show originally, and I guess she's doing whatever she needs to do to continue to hold that peach and continue to get a check, because somebody got to pay for Chateau she can't pay. But I just hate that she's being so goddamn messy and always trying to start shit all the goddamn time. So Kenya tells her that Sheree tried to bite her look and that, you know, Mama Joyce is beautiful and it wasn't even like that. Cynthia and Phaedra then show up, and Mama Joyce runs over to Phaedra and holds her hand like they're in communion or some shit, and tells her she's sorry that her and Apollo still haven't divorced. She's like, I'm sorry, you and him still haven't gotten a divorce yet. I just wanted to tell you. And I'm like, Mama Joyce, sit your ass down somewhere. Candy's like, girl, I ain't got time for this shit. She gets up, stop eating her fried chicken to go over there and stop her mama from doing whatever the fuck she was about to do. Mama Joyce like, Candy, what you doing? Leave me alone. I'm just trying to talk to Faye. Let me talk to Faye for a minute. And I'm like, girl, sit down somewhere sounding like Cher. So Phaedra tells everybody about the whole bomb scare thing, and Mama Joyce said, well, that ain't what I heard, because in the interview, he said he was tired of being messed around and wanted to blow Phaedra the fuck up. Nigga, I died, and everybody was like, okay, Mama Joyce, he wanted to blow Phaedra the fuck up. What the fuck is going on, my nigga? Phaedra looking like, no, that's not what happened. See, what happened was, you know, it was just all a misunderstanding. I really just think that, you know, it was racial profiling, because, you know, the lawyer office he went to, it looked nothing like my office, and the people that work there looked nothing like the people that work at my office. So it was just all a big misunderstanding. You get it, don't you? She goes on to say that drama doesn't have a problem with her, and Candy calls her out in her green screen and says Phaedra is fake and shouldn't bring up the Black Lives Matter movement because she had a bodyguard and was scared. I don't really know what they had to do with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, but okay, whatever. As they're eating, Sheree out of nowhere pops up and asks Candy about the whole block situation that they had a one-on-one conversation about in front of everybody. Once again, being the shit starter, stirring the motherfucking pot. So everybody's like, oh, girl, what's going on? Candy was like, you know, we trying to figure everything out. I don't really understand what his motive is. And then Sheree says to Portia, what, did he ever bring up Riley to you when y'all was dating? And everybody like, hold up, y'all used to date too? And everybody like, God damn it, Portia, who hasn't stuck their dick in your goddamn throat? Shit. And the way that Sheree says it, she insinuates that Candy said to her that Portia and Block were fucking. But if memory serves me correctly, that's not how Candy said it. She said they dated or whatever. I don't remember if she insinuated that they fucked. Let me know down in the comment section if that's what she did. But Portia was offended that Candy would insinuate that. She said she never had sex with Block. She did say that Block made it seem to her that Candy didn't want him around. Typical nigga shit. So Kenya got a snotty nose, honey. She is just stressed the fuck out, honey. Cynthia calls her on her way to the airport to figure out what the fuck is going on with her. Kenya tells her that Matt came over like 2 o'clock in the morning, drunk from the airport, to get his stuff. And so she went in his car and took the remote control so he wouldn't just be able to pop open the garage and come into her house, because she didn't know what type of, you know, shit he was about to be on. So he got mad and kicked the window to her garage. She's on the phone crying, saying, you know, he just keep on acting out and I don't get it. I don't understand why he just keeps on treating me like this. I love him, but I don't understand. And Cynthia was like, acting out? Ain't that nigga like 30? Like, what the fuck you mean acting out? Like, he's a grown ass motherfucking man, Kenya. Grow the fuck, what? Wake up. Cynthia asks her, like, are you scared of him? And Kenya pauses and thinks about it, which lets you know she is scared of him. She says she doesn't think he'll do anything to her. Now, see, this is where she gets life fucked up, because just because a man isn't physically going upside your head and knocking your motherfucking teeth out does not mean he's not abusive. That is still abusive behavior to her. The fact that he fucks up her shit every time he gets mad, that is abusive behavior. My ex did that to me all the time. Read Emotionally Unavailable by me, you'll read the whole thing. But my ex used to fuck up he broke my television one time when I tried to ignore him and not fight with him. He used to break shit up against my wall. He punched a hole in the wall once before. That is all abusive behavior. And women need to stop thinking that just because a man isn't physically going upside your head that he's not fucking being abusive. And Matt is very fucking abusive. He's not just childish. He has abusive behavior that he needs to fucking work on. And her continuously going back to him does nothing but reward that type of behavior. All he sees when she takes him back is that, oh, she love me. No matter what I do, she gonna still be with me. And she's too old to be dealing with some little 25, 26-year-old man, boy child that behaves like that. And that goes back to self-esteem and being insecure. You cannot be in a healthy relationship when you don't have you together. And Kenya does not have herself together. And when a man like Matt sees her, or any man sees her, all he sees is fragile, insecure, lonely woman that will accept anything just to be loved, and I can get over her and use her. Cynthia suggests that she take some time away from Matt, and I'm like, girl, listen to Cynthia, god damn it. But of course she's not gonna listen to Cynthia because she's caught up in this whole little love thing that he got going on. And the only thing that a nigga like Matt can give her is good dick. That's all this nigga got to offer is good dick. That's what got her going so fucking insane, because this nigga can't pay not damn bill up in Hotel More or whatever the fuck she call it over there. He can't provide anything for her. That's part of the reason why he's so fucked up and insecure, because he knows he has nothing to offer her old ass, and he's trying to figure out what the fuck does this bitch like about me? Like what? So when she gets off the phone with Cynthia, Kenya breaks down and talks to the producer. She's crying and she says Matt is a good person and that he just has demons and he feels he shouldn't be with her because he's a regular guy and she wasn't so nice to him in the beginning. And I was like, bingo. That's part of the reason too, because he feels like she's using him just for television, because she wasn't nice to him in the beginning and she did treat him like, what the fuck can he do for me? He ain't got shit, he young, like what the fuck? And he's trying to figure out, do she really like me or is she using me? At this point, I can tell she really does care for this boy. She really does love him. She's being a typical dumbass woman behind a dumbass man. Candy even went on Instagram tonight and said nothing about the storyline is fake. It is all very much real, which makes it even more sadder and pathetic. He tells the producer that she loves him and she doesn't want to fight with him anymore. Then calms down and calls him. When he doesn't think anyone is around and listening, he's all apologetic. He's like, can you forgive me? I love you. I promise I won't do it no more. I promise I'll change. She says, look, I think we should talk, but not over the phone. Let's talk face to face. The camera crew is wrapping up. They're about to leave. Come over. So he comes over, and as soon as she walks outside, he was like, why the fuck you got me over here with these motherfucking camera crew over here? I thought it was just gonna be me and you talking. She was like, I told you they were wrapping up. So I think it was a miscommunication there where she wasn't trying to lead him on to think that, you know, she was just trying to catch it all on camera. I think it was kind of like a miscommunication there or whatever, but who knows? She tells him it's either he's in or out because this is her life. This is what she does for a living. He said, stop treating me like I'm disposable. He asked why she asked him to come back because he was done. He was going to be out. He was going to stay in LA. He didn't want to fuck with her no more. It was going to be over. He said, you called me being sweet, sending me a nice text message and all this old bullshit. He didn't completely turn from that soft ass nigga he was over the phone. So she says, you're making me look like a fool, Matt. Do you not understand? You're making me look stupid. Always have your back even when you fuck up and do the shit that you do to me. I could have filed a police report on you. I could have called the police, but I don't because I don't want to fucking bury you. I don't want to fucking nail you to the fucking cross, Matt. I'll come back when it's just me and you can talk. She says, you have me looking crazy, Matt. And he's like, how? Look at my window. That's how. Look crazy because I'm with you, man, because I stay with you even when you do this type of shit to me. You don't do nothing to me. It's just all me. You don't do shit, can you? Like, you don't do a motherfucking thing. Seeing little sideways sneaky comments to me and that shit adds up for weeks and months and then I explode. And I'm not saying what I did was right, but you can't say the shit that you say to me. It's very disrespectful. And yeah, I might be young and I'm a young man, and yeah, I get mad and I punch shit, but that don't mean that I ever hit you or that I'm, you know, abusive or anything like that. What did I ever say to you, Matt? What did I ever say to you? He was like, look, I don't even want to embarrass you like that. I don't even want to put you out on Front Street. She said, you're trying to make this my fault. You're trying to say that me talking to you crazy justifies you kicking in my fucking window. Then you'll be seeing when you whip my ass and it's my fault too. And baby, when she said that, he was over the conversation. She was like, man, fuck that. I'm about to go. He tried to close the door on her. And she's like, I don't even know why I stay with you. I don't even know why I fucking keep on coming back because I fucking love you. And I want to make this shit work with you, Matt. And he's like, I love you too. And she was like, fuck love. Fuck love. What is love going to do with me and my broken fucking window? And then he speeds off. And we was all just sitting there like, girl, shit, what love got to do with it? Shit. Girl, I get tonight's episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta A+, girl. That was some drama for your ass. Shit, that was almost better than Love and Hip Hop. Shit. Y'all giving us some Love and Hip Hop teas on Real Housewives. Shit. Come on, Matt and King with the drama. It was just sad and unfortunate sight to see a grown-ass, damn near middle-aged woman argue and fight with some kid boy that ain't worth her goddamn breath, let alone time, vagina, heart, love, feelings, or whatever. This is what you don't want to look like, girls. Young girls that watch me, shit, even you old bitches. This is not what you want to look like. This is not how you want to behave. I don't give a fuck how old you are. 19, 17, 20, 35, 65, 90. It ain't that motherfucking serious. You have to love yourself first, ladies. Once you love yourself, have self-worth, morals, and know what you bring to the table, you won't let no man treat you that type of damn way. You won't be that motherfucking desperate to have no type of relationship or to have no nigga around you causing you nothing but motherfucking hell, havoc, and drama. So let me know what you thought about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video and sure to hit that bell button so the notifications will be on when my videos drop. I love you all so much, and holiday season, if you're looking for a great gift, go to Amazon.com or BarnesandNobles.com and buy one of my books to give to a family member for Christmas. Mina's Joint 2 is out and it's a best-selling novel. Keisha Irvin is my name. Go and check me out. My books are sold everywhere books are sold. I thank you guys for watching this review. I will see you all tomorrow for my Love and Hip Hop New York review. It's 2 back-to-back episodes, you guys, so get ready. Bye.